All right.
That's fine for me.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Game Over Year, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers. We're our hosts, Leon,
Dave,
the stag beetle himself,
and guest this week from moWoW Studios, Alex and Tudor.
woo, yeah.
Hi guys.
Yeah, hi.
Whoop, whoop,
Hi.
whoop.
What's poppin', guys?
Not
Mikes.
much. I just,
Pop tarts, pop. Do they still
That's
exist,
not my real
Pop-Tarts?
avatar. I can just see my avatar now. I have to update it, but things are going fine. Just working hard on our next update for our current game. So, and enjoying ice cream when it's warm outside.
It has been fairly warm outside, except we've had our summer. I think we're back to.
I think
rain.
you're right. I think we have had our summer as well.
I enjoyed it. It was great seeing the sun outside my window.
It was nice for a very small amount of time. Yeah. So, I mean, tell us about yourselves, guys.
So we're moWoW. Obviously, the name says that we want to bring moWoW. That's a work in progress as far as making games go, but we're pretty far off on that quest. We kind of met, let's say, 3 years ago. We knew each other for some time, but we never really got to work on a project together. And then we had some ideas for Facebook games out of everything that we could do. But then at that time, Zynga hadn't flunked. So it was still hype and cool. And we switched to mobile because we felt it was a better fit. Scale-wise, because, we're just two people.
And development-wise, because that's where our experience came from.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
And since then, we've been basically balancing making games with burnout from making games, with contract work for paying the bills, and budget for more time for making the next games.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty normal for game studios that are starting off.
Yeah, the money is the important bit.
Money. So,
But if anyone asks, we're doing it only for love and for the players' enjoyment, and truly, honestly, only for that. It's like we can make money
For the
right?
fans.
of
From
course,
something else. Yeah.
Adoration of a nation.
Yeah.
So how is taking a mobile network by storm? How's that going?
Yeah, we're managing drops at the moment. We're growing to a storm. It's a really tricky thing to always be not one step ahead, but at the same pace with how it's changing. This thing happened with Facebook as well, with Facebook changing the rules of the game all the time, as far as both games and social go. And with mobile, it's the same. We're developing solely for iOS. And even so, with all the changes that Apple has brought at the last WWDC conference, it's quite a lot to stay up to date and to update everything so that you're competitive with other devs.
Yeah,
That's from the technical point of view, because if we're looking only from the game standard point of view, the standards are going higher and higher and higher. So it's a pretty exciting market to be in.
Definitely. Yeah, I heard Apple changed the rules up a bit recently in regards to the advertising in
Oh,
games.
did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big shake up in the industry.
Definitely. Basically, if you put videos in your game, then they have to be for your games. And also the downloads, because they feel that if you say, hey, if you go and check this game out, we'll give you extra stuff in-game for our game, skews the numbers somehow.
Exactly. And for the
who'd have
videos,
thought that?
actually, it's another example of if you're playing a game and you need a certain, I don't know, energy or lives, they give you a few lives if you watch videos, and those are incentivized video ads, and Apple is completely against that.
I know, bastards, for some reason.
How
Take-
dare they?
Taking the enjoyment out of it.
It was surprisingly efficient. I mean, a lot of people would rather just sit through an ad for 30 seconds than pay 99 cents, even though the 99 cents gives you, I don't know, sometimes even 10 times more than just watching 30 seconds of a video.
But you use that 30 seconds to, I don't know, make a cup of tea or something, you know, take a break. from the game.
Yeah, just throw your phone on the couch and wait.
That's it. It's like, shit, it's a video. Quick, go do something else.
Yeah,
those
so
20
that's-
seconds, those 20 seconds are actually crucial, because then you remember that you left the water boiling or the food on fire, and it's like, oh yeah,
You left the food on fire.
Yeah.
the,
Yeah,
the baby's crying. Why is he crying?
Oh crap! I haven't fed him.
Oh crap! I have a baby.
Should I feed him? Nah, it's probably too late. I'll just keep on playing.
That's all right. If you watch a video or pay 99 cents, that someone comes and feeds them for you.
There you go. We
Yeah,
need those
these are
30
one of
seconds in real life, you know.
Damn straight.
I watched that ad.
Yeah. So why iOS? No love for the Android, or is it just easier to start on iOS?
We both have some reasoning for that. From my point of view, it's the technical part. I have the longest experience in there, and I think that people using iOS devices value the quality of the game a bit more than people using on Android.
Still.
iOS snob.
Yeah. But
That's
it's it is noticeable though that a lot of games that come out, especially cross-platform for Android and iOS, there's always the Android crew going, but it gets it in the iOS, but we don't have it for ours, and it's, so you know, it always seems that the iOS get the superior product. It's kind of like how PC works with consoles.
See, I didn't call it the superior product though, but then it's because I just bash iOS Apple products all day long. So
okay.
that's me. I you know, I've thrown it out there on the podcast before. But yeah, no, I love my Android, man. So I've been
Me
rocking
too.
Android, and I'm like, where's my games? Yeah, where's my games?
I know, I feel the same. It's like every time I see this really awesome game coming out, I'm like, oh, is it for Android? No. Oh. It's like your game. I was looking at the videos this weekend. I was like, oh man, I would love to play that, but I don't have an iOS. I know.
There's also another side of it. We thought at some point that when we do have a successful game and it does bring in the money, then we, of course, will consider porting it to Android.
Oh, absolutely.
But that would be the first sign of, okay, guys, you should do it to Android. But mainly, it's we'd rather just focus on one platform and keep the rest of our, let's say, resources for development and more polish and getting that product to the point where people actually really enjoy it, and then worry about let's get it to everyone.
Nah, it's good. It's good reasoning.
No, fair enough. I can't argue about that.
Yeah.
So we love you, Android guys, we really do, but
You better do.
Yeah.
No,
Don't worry, they'll give us hugs later after the beatings. But yeah, your game's been out since what, January?
December 18th December.
Late December.
How's it doing? Has it been really popular?
Didn't you see the billboard ads? Well, actually, it was a light launch. We really wanted for morale to put it out there. We didn't want to invest we have another 5 stories, for example, ready to go. We didn't want to make them because we wanted to see what happens with the first 5 stories. What happened? What do the people do?
Yeah.
Second, there were a lot of things that we wanted to do to the game, and we didn't, not necessarily didn't manage at that time, but we weren't sure as far as polish and making the game juicy or interface goes, what was more important at that time. And we wanted to get the Christmas week, and the timing was perfect, so we just released the light version. It's not the light version because it's perfectly playable. But the update that's coming now it's like adding another half of the game in terms of interface and polish and the hardcore story and localizations for Spanish and Portuguese.
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Does it have a Ziggy character yet?
We
Ziggy,
don't have a
no.
Ziggy nor a TARDIS due to copyright reasons. We have to maintain our own time-traveling highway.
I was very impressed with the Quantum Leap references as a big fan of the show.
I love Quantum Leap as well. I do love that show.
Nice. Yeah, that was the main inspiration. When Alex told me Quantum Leap, I was like, yes, let's do that.
Damn straight.
We don't have a Ziggy. We like the idea of the time traveling, the theme, and for me, at least, that was one of the series that I watched growing up. And even today, I think it does have a lot of ideas and quality as the story goes, and as like if you look at the main actor changing into all those persons and having a unique and creative personality every time, that just was great, apart from all the stories and the ideas they had.
Yeah, but it didn't matter who he leapt into, he always seemed to get off with someone and beat someone up every episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. That was the formula.
Yeah.
Like,
Leap in,
who
go.
are we beating up this week? Who's he fucking?
It got more aggressive and then it got stupid after a while. Like in season 4, I think some of the episodes weren't as top notch.
Yeah.
But by the end, they managed to.
Okay.
To,
So
to wrap
spoilers. Did you ever see was it the last series or the penultimate series?
Yeah.
The evil Ziggy.
Yeah, I saw the evil Ziggy.
And then the very last episode was like the big reveal of what was going on, and I was watching that and just going,
yeah.
what? Blew my mind.
But they chose the characters really well for that last episode in the bar. That was amazing.
I think it did end it pretty well, actually. Just the whole, oh, by the way, this is what's been going on the entire time, and just complete U-turn on pretty much how it started out.
Yeah, and his choice at the end.
I can't remember that. I'll have to rewatch it.
I don't think I've ever seen the end of Quantum Leap now thinking about it. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, there you go. That's your task for this week.
I'm seeing. Yeah, we're getting onto TV series now. I'm just gonna do. I've been watching Stargate SG-1 again.
I know. I saw the other day. It's so good.
I am loving it. So
from the beginning.
Yeah, and I've hammered through it as well. I mean, like over the last week, I'm in the 3rd season now.
Nice.
And like each episode is about like 45 minutes long, and then each season has about 20 episodes or so.
So if we don't see any podcast in the following 3 weeks, we'll know why. Huh?
Exactly. Too much Stargate.
I don't know. E3 last week was busy enough for myself. And honestly, like I barely got to play any games really last week, just because of the fact that I was talking about games so much.
Yeah, I definitely made an attempt to properly play some games this weekend, as well as watching 24, which I've now finished season 8. I did season 8 in 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, it's finished. Crap, that was quick. But yeah, so I've been playing mini games this weekend just to get back into the swing of playing games after talking about it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Anyway, let's get back onto.
Speaking of playing it,
let's drill these guys a bit more, eh?
Yeah, let's do that.
So, tell us about some of your previous games. I've sort of seen them on the website.
Yeah,
Clumsy and the Stars. Yeah, that was the first game we worked on.
You can drop the S. The S is silent. Yeah, Clumsy and the Stars was the first game. It was actually a reflection of what we were doing, because we were the clumsy ones, and the Stars was like Angry Birds revenue at that time, not this at present. It's a very we think it's a very good game, but for the public that today get pissed off because the microwave won't go faster than 5 seconds boil, the game is a bit too slow paced and people will just drop it.
Okay.
It's a precision game, but it's also a slow pace, so you kind of get impatient at some point, and you make the mistake not because of the game, but because you didn't have patience to synchronize with the bouncing of it. So you could say it's a hardcore game, too hard for casual players anyway.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Fuck them casuals.
Yeah, it was funny
casuals.
because after a year and a bit after we released it, and we all also forgot about it, there was, I think, on Touch Arcade, there were some people searching around for really hard games to play on their iOS devices, and when we mentioned Clumsy, everybody was super excited. What? It's free. It has no ads. It's very difficult.
Yeah, we were stupid. We didn't put any ads in there.
Sounds perfect. But, so as well as the update for, is it The Longest Day? The game you've got? Your current game?
The Way Home.
The Way Home. Sorry.
You got that so wrong.
Totally.
You got that so wrong.
So wrong. Disgraceful.
You were close, come on.
Very close.
So wrong.
So wrong.
So wrong.
So The Way Home.
Yeah.
You've got the update coming. Do you have anything else hiding in the pipelines?
We do. It's a bit far off because that money part we're trying to. We've also got some let's say business apps in between. So we do a game and a business project for ourselves, but it involves fighting and gambling.
Good.
And that's
two solid choices there.
The one in the pipeline in the back, in very back pipeline.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Nice.
So
and in the free time so when I was working until I think 2 weeks ago on a client project, Alex was busy with searching for inspiration for better animation and bringing more juiciness to games, and that's when we launched Game GIFs. Alex, can you take it from here? So
yeah, we don't have a domain. It's gamegifs.mowowstudios.com. So it was basically for our own use. We were playing The Way Home. This is how it started, and we felt like we were playing other games, like let's say Nightmare Tower, for example, or Vlambeer's Ridiculous Fishing, and you could feel like, if, for example, in Nightmare Tower, if you switch the sound off, you could still kind of hear it due to the effects. Or Super Time Force, you could put it on mute and you'd still feel it when you're shooting something. When you're interacting with something, you have all these visual feedbacks and animations. And we didn't have that, and we still don't have that in The Way Home. We have it to like a minimum level. So we started searching for inspiration, and when we saw something that was useful, instead of saving the video, because you save a 50-minute gameplay video for 5 seconds of the effect that you actually want to see over and over, so you can imitate it or you can integrate it with your game. We made game GIFs. It's basically a collection of GIFs that captured animations in games, effects, score results, how they present it, stuff like that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, one of the coolest games which we recently found in there was Transistor, the new game from the guys who made Bastion.
Oh man, I really want that game. I've been looking at it and I've just been like, I need to pick it up.
Get it, play it. It looks fantastic.
Awesome. Does it still have an amazing soundtrack like with Bastion?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does. It's even better than Bastion. They went.
I found my birthday present.
And another game which has cool animation is Hearthstone. Hearthstone has fantastic animation for just that type of game. It's
yeah. You think it would be pretty static as a card game?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when I play it at work, I get all the art team come over and stand behind me, and all they talk about is just how pretty it looks and just the amazing animations and stuff on it.
Yeah. The golden cards, for example, in Hearthstone is just a very nice way to reward a player for earning it or for buying it, because they are the only cards that are actually very subtly animated. They have these flares or flames or...
There you go, a bit of insider knowledge for you. The gold cards were not initially animated when the gold cards were first sort of put together. They were just gold borders, and then some genius went, hey, let's animate them, and so now they're animated.
That's a good genius.
Yeah, cool.
Fair enough. Now,
one thing I wanted to mention, Alex mentioned earlier that The Way Home was a soft launch. Aside from giving us time to polish the stuff to make the game more alive, we also have a lot of analytics. We know what people have clicked on, what screens they viewed, and we know where to focus and where not to focus on. For example, we initially started with 2 power-ups, one for pivoting to switch direction whenever you want, and one for having a slow motion so you can avoid the obstacles and the enemies in there. And we noticed that I think 2 people used the pivot.
And it was us.
So the pivot is going out as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. So what, you're just going to be rocking 1 power-up now then?
Yeah, and maybe we'll have to find another one.
Does it make it harder, or does it not really change the gameplay?
No, not really. Basically, you can play... the game is free to play, and it does have in-app purchases, and it does have lives. But basically, you can finish the whole game. We've tested all the levels, including the hardcore ones. You can finish them without ever spending anything. But that means that you've got to have a certain level of skill.
Yeah,
skill is useful.
Yeah. I've heard that.
I mean, shit, fuck, we're fucked. I think we're just going to have to pay the money.
Damn straight. Although I did find my hidden genius when I was playing that other game the other day, the one with the Death Circus.
Oh, Panarium.
Panarium. I found I had skill with that.
That game is so cool. I do like that game.
I am going to have to steal an iOS device and see if I have any skill with The Way Home.
Yeah, well, I suppose you can. At least you can steal an iOS device. Well, I say steal.
Yeah.
It's borrow.
Borrow politely.
Huckleberry Finn style of borrowing, right?
Yes. Yeah. With lots of promise that I will give it back at some point soon.
Nice. Is Mike still there?
I don't know. Mike, you with us?
Of course I'm still here, mate.
Oh, he is there. Just really quiet in the background there.
Okay. Would you like to do your thing, Mike?
Do my thing?
Yes.
Oh, that thing, not the other thing.
No, not that thing. This thing. Well, considering I've stolen your chair, your drink, I think it'd be a bit mean if I stole your questions as well.
Mate, just steal it all, why don't you? Taking over my life. Next, you'll be calling yourself the dung beetle or something. So there are very important questions that we must ask every guest that comes onto the show. The first of which is, what games have you guys been playing in the last week?
Yeah, well, I'm a hardcore. I don't know if it's hardcore, but I spend a lot of time on my iPhone. So I've been playing Shadow Fight 2, if you guys know it. Maybe it's on Android, if you're lucky. Also, it's basically what the guys introduced in the new Mortal Kombat. Those super advanced fighting moves with real ragdoll physics.
Cool.
This is a bit of a scaled down version of it, but it's pretty nice to see all those moves happening as they would do in real life, with all the contact points and all the joints breaking and all that. That's one game, and
so violent,
so satisfying.
Yeah, that's actually what I've been playing the most. Oh, and Guacamelee on Mac.
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
almost done with it.
Guacamole?
What,
Yeah,
you never heard of it?
Isn't it like a Mexican dish?
That's guacamole.
It's a game.
This is Guacamelee.
You play as like, is it luchadors kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a luchador.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a platformer where the main mechanic is that you can switch the world between the living and the dead world, and you have to fight some bad guys, and the fighting system is pretty top notch in there.
Yeah, and they've done a really good job on Guacamole. I got it free on like it was one of my PSN Plus things at one point. It's a pretty fun game to play.
Nice. I shall have to look into it.
Yeah, it's a bit more casual. If nothing that as compared to, I don't know, Call of Duty or Battlefield, not as engaging, but it's a nice execution from an indie studio.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a casual Dead Souls kind of game, but with platforms, and not so much screaming and breaking your console.
Exactly.
So nothing like it.
So yeah, pretty much. So it's like this game,
Thanks,
except it isn't.
That is a typical Dave reference.
It is.
Oh, you mean it's like that game? Oh, that's called this? Oh, you mean this game that's called something completely different?
That's how I roll. Alex, what about you?
Well, I've been playing A Dark Room. You can play it for free online, but it's basically a text-based-ish game with some buttons.
Okay.
It's a very intriguing story. Most players will probably say, hey, it doesn't have any graphics. This sucks. And I paid 99 cents for it, which I could have gotten nothing at the store for. But it's actually a really, really nice story and a really blend of text-based adventure and small quests. And if you know Cookie Clicker, you don't have to click 10,000 billion times, but you do have to wait a while before you gather resources and stuff like that. So, and the game has an ending, which is rare on the App Store these days. So
That is true. Yeah.
So that the game ends.
Someone mentioned it on a previous podcast.
What's that?
A Dark Room. They was saying about how amazing it was and how different it is to other games out there.
Yeah. It's basically a black screen with white buttons. So anyone that's used to shiny, cut the rope thing, graphics or...
So it's good for people who are colorblind then?
Yeah, it's really good for that.
Fantastic selling point.
If you're colorblind,
no, the ending is the selling point. It ends. Really? I'll buy it.
A game that I can finish. Yay!
Yeah. It's like closure. So that's one. Second, I know it's been out for a long time, but I realized I could play it on my new iPhone. Well, 6 months iPhone 5S. So I re-downloaded XCOM and started playing it again and wasting valuable sleeping hours to it.
Is that like the full XCOM but on your mobile?
Yeah. You should see the most terrifying and torturous thing in the game is actually trying to zoom in and out on such a small screen. So the aliens are a piece of cake if I can just move it to the right. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can get it on your phone, Dave.
I can.
Yeah,
but then I'll never sleep
Enemy
again.
Unknown, I think, is £7 or something like that.
Wow. Or you can get an emulator and load the old XCOM, but that's a lot harder than the new one.
I didn't play this iOS version of XCOM extensively, Alex. Is it a one-on-one replica or is it scaled down version?
It's a one-on-one replica of the story and the game, everything of the skills. It's just the graphics are not. You don't see the sunlight and the flames burning and the eyes of the aliens just as shiny, but everything else, the story and the game is faithful to the true one, and I couldn't care less for having only 50% of the graphics.
Who cares about sunlight when you can murder aliens?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And Heroes 3 on PC. Guilty as charged. I still download maps and play Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
That's so good. I was a bit of a 4 whore. 3 was alright, but I preferred 4.
I didn't like the generals and the captains in the 4, so.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get my way through 5. I've got to this mission where you have, like, I don't know, a month to gather your army together, and then as soon as it hits a month, it goes, right, teleport you to this arena. Oh, by the way, here's another 8 other guys who have got bigger, harder armies than you, and you've got to fight them, and you can't leave, and you're going to die horribly. Good luck. So at that point, I was like, yeah, no.
Sounds like a nice game.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's hard.
So you're waiting for 6 now.
Yes. Isn't 6 out? Oh no,
I think so.
Yeah, I think it came out recently. I shall have to get on that.
Yeah.
Cool. Mike,
Yes.
your other question.
The other question, the most important question of all questions. What was the best thing you ate in the last 7 days?
It's an important question, guys. It's important. The public
Very
need to know what.
This is
what
how you
moWoW
increase your
studios
fan
are
base.
eating. They need to know.
I can see the Twitter count going up even before answering.
Yeah, make my phone vibrate. Give us the answer.
Hashtag Jamie Oliver, right?
Screw Jamie Oliver. It's all about the stag beetles cooking.
Well, I can go first. My mouth is watering just thinking about it. I had some fantastically well cooked pork ribs in honey and wine, and they were just peeling off the bone. Those were fantastic. I had it, I think, last week, sometimes Thursday or Friday.
Fantastic. You know, when we ask this question, we really should make sure that we've eaten beforehand, because when everyone else has come out, I'm just like, oh man, that sounds amazing. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, we never think about that one, actually. That's probably a good idea.
Can you drool so much that you short circuit the equipment?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Should have like an emergency.
Yeah, I can put some salt on the wound if you want. I can send you some pictures.
Go on then. We'll tweet it out.
Well, I would have to say ice cream, because I've moved into a new home starting 1st of June, and we only got the fridge 4 days ago, I think.
Oh wow!
Wow. So you've been living pretty much on takeout.
Does this fridge have a freezer? Yes. Ice cream. Nothing else. We can survive.
Excellent.
That's all that matters.
There's only ever 2 times when you need to eat a vast amount of ice cream: when you're sick, or when your freezer's broken down.
We don't need to break it down to eat that kind of ice cream.
No, exactly. It's always acceptable to eat loads of ice cream.
There's always a good reason to eat lots of ice cream.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. Right. I mean, I suppose it's from us fat bastards.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only thing we had in the fridge was 1 loaf of bread, water, and ice cream.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Ice cream sandwich, pushed down with water, done.
Woo!
Yeah.
Meal fit for kings.
It was a good weekend.
I thought you said MILF for kings. I was just like, what?
Yeah. Ice cream brings all the MILFs to the yard.
Damn right.
And they're like, it's better than yours. And I'm like, I want cookie dough. And they're like, candy, cookie brownie. And boom, boom. I've gone into a little ice cream world now. I might have some ice cream later.
Amazing.
There's nothing better than like, oh, wow, I'm hungry now. Just salivating. Warm cookie and then cold ice cream next to it. That is heavenly.
Or we can just mix up the ribs with the ice cream and just...
Oh, yeah.
Rib smoothie.
It's like a rib flake.
Get your protein on, boys!
Nothing like it.
It's all about that protein.
Get those proteins in. That's what I keep telling them.
Right then. So let's go around our guys now. So Dave, man, what have you been playing this week, man?
Well, with all this time traveling malarkey going on, I thought I'd pick up some blasts from the past. So I picked up Infamous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I started playing that again. Really liking it. It took me a little while to get back into how the controls worked and what buttons did what. So
the controls really did mess up with me as well, just because isn't the looking version a bit weird, and you can't change it as well, can you? It's
so
bloody annoying.
X-axis is inverted, which pretty much after playing that solidly for many months, every game afterwards I had to invert the X-axis because switching back and forth just did my head in. But yeah, so I've relearned all the controls because there's nothing better than running into a pack of mobs going, I shall take you all on with the crap. I'm dead. Because I'm playing.
I can crouch.
I know. I didn't even know which one crouch was. I was like throwing fireballs, standing next to this wall, going, "Duck behind it, you bastard!" and dying horribly. Because I'm actually playing on hard, which is rare for me. Playing a game on anything.
So hard.
I know. So I'm going back through it again, and absolutely loving it. It's just so much fun, just launching grenades at everything and just causing huge explosions across the screen and watching everything die. Except I'm meant to be playing as the good character because you can switch between the savior of the universe or evil bastard.
That's right.
And if you end up killing a lot of pedestrians, then you start losing your good points.
Yeah.
But when you've got a bajillion enemies bowing down on you, and then you've got a whole bunch of bystanders standing there going hurt dup dup, then they kind of get caught in the crossfire a bit.
Yeah. And
so you just go everything
probably,
dies.
If they're that dumb to be sitting there while all the fire is going on, it's not such a great loss for humanity.
Exactly. if you're going to be standing next to the car that I want to blow up, then it's your own fault, really.
You should win a Darwin Award.
Exactly. So, I'm still playing through Shadowrun. Shadowrun is still doing its best to stick to a script of 24 because we've now got to the point where the bad guy is really the good guy, but it could be the bad guy, but we're not sure. And there's another big fight that you think is the last one, but no, it's not. It's just more of the same. But it's still amazing, and it's still very much the turn-based, because I play at work and my lunchtimes just fly by, and it's got to the point where it's kind of like, oh, I need to be working again. Shit. I'll just minimize it and I'll pick that one up a bit later. Of course, if anyone from work's listening, I don't play.
He doesn't do that.
No.
Doesn't do it. Honestly, there's no proof. And if you find some proof,
it's not really
don't
proof.
fuck with him. He's one of my guys.
Steal your chair.
Exactly. And your mug.
And I know how much you like your chair and your mug.
Absolutely.
Ours. Yeah. So remember that. All right. Continue.
Thanks. I promised myself that when I was playing Hearthstone I wouldn't get into the ranked games because rank's silly. So I've been playing ranked this week.
Ooh, he's been playing ranked. How you doing?
I am absolutely kicking ass. It's probably because everyone I'm playing against is not very good, rather than me being good. But it's silly. Because it's weird, because you play casual, and it goes, hey, we're going to find someone that's also casual, so you can play against someone of your own level. Oh, man, ribs.
Sorry, I just got the picture of the ribs.
No.
Damn.
I totally disturbed him right then. I'm going to, you know what?
These some good ribs.
Just because I want everyone else to see these ribs, I'm going to put it on our Twitch window.
Baby back ribs. I want my baby back ribs. Johnny, baby back ribs.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, so casual is meant to stick you at a level with someone who is also casual, and you can have a reasonably balanced match. No. You'll be like, I shall play all these semi-basic cards, and they'll go, aha, look at all these shiny cards that I have paid money for, and I shall destroy you in 4 moves. And then you go and play ranked, which you think would be a harder game, and it's basically just people playing basic decks, going hoodie dup dup dup, beep 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 beep. So I'm finding it a lot easier. But it's still horribly addictive.
And there we go. We've now got ribs on screen.
Ribs. Other than that, my usual Facebook game nonsense, WoW, and Lord of the Rings. I'm killing trees in Lord of the Rings now. I've moved on from orcs. Orcs are so last week. And then they're going, haha, look at all my branches and shit, and they'll pull you back. So you try and run away, and they'll just be like, no,
Dicks.
dead. Trees are
How dare
dicks.
So you're pretty much a lumberjack.
Yes. It's pretty much Lumberjack Simulator. That needs to happen as a game.
It does. It does. I'd buy it.
Definitely. Just destroying trees with an axe. Happy
Or
hour.
other tools.
Happy afternoon spent. That's my week. And
Cool,
then
man.
and from my best thing that I ate this week was something that I made myself because I too have run out of food. So I had pasta and fish fingers in a bowl together with ketchup. And it was actually surprisingly good.
Nice.
That sounds awful.
I know. Well, I thought that too. It was like, shit, I've only got pasta and some fish fingers. I don't even have chips to go with this. But I'll put it together and see what it tastes like. And it wasn't too bad.
I mean, look, if you got to do it, you got to do it. I mean, like this week, I'm probably gonna be mostly eating dirt. So
Really?
so that's gonna be good. I mean, you know what? I'm quite looking forward to some of the dirt that I've got outside there. I mean, there's some fag ends there as well.
Have a word with my dog. My dog loves eating dirt.
Could get pretty good. I mean, I've got some weeds out there as well. So
Should be able to
That's
show you
good.
the tastiest bits of dirt, which bits to go for. Which
oh
bits
yeah,
to
no,
avoid.
if you can, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll bring you around.
Because
I'll show you where it's at.
Wicked, man. Awesome. Mike, man, what's been going on with you, bro?
It's been crack-a-lacking.
Yeah,
what
what's been
have I been
popping,
playing?
dog?
Okay, so the World Cup started, didn't it?
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
the World Cup.
Oh, did it? Sorry, I missed that. Seriously,
So,
it's like on
What
Lord.
the
Of,
world?
sorry to talk over, Mike.
what
Lord of the
planet?
Rings, yeah. It's an MMO. It's about games. You'd think they'd be talking about the game. No, all the chat is just football, 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 football. It got to the point I had to turn it off.
It's
Sod
important
that.
stuff, mate. It's important stuff.
Totally.
So,
Yeah,
Mike,
I
actually,
played a bit of
Mike,
FIFA.
Mike. I think
Yeah.
because you're like the resident sports guy, I think you need to give us.
Sportsman!
I think you need to give us an update on the World Cup every week while the World Cup's going.
Yeah, tell us which teams are hot and which are not.
Holland. Oh my god. Germany. Oh my god.
Did they beat Portugal?
England. Not very good. Brazil, okay. No one else has really impressed that much so far.
Scotchio.
Yeah.
Germany and Holland have really shown
Yeah.
up.
My work colleague pulled Germany from the sweepstake that we're doing at work, and I pulled Portugal. So
I have Germany and Portugal.
Oh, do you?
And I still have my
Damn, I
money in
just
my
saw those
pocket.
ribs.
It was only £2.
God damn it.
I know it's
Um,
like we had a sweepstake at work as well, and I was like, "No, I'm alright. I'm okay."
I have no idea what I'm doing. I just have to put my hand into a bowl and pick out a team. This is a country. I'm sure they'll do badly.
No, but I've been playing FIFA a little bit because of it.
Okay, fair enough.
Not much.
Have you-
because
did
it
you go
hurts my
online?
feelings. Yeah, I haven't played single player since pretty much I turned it on.
Oh.
Did you
And
score any goals?
rubbish. I've scored like a few, but nothing spectacular or anything good. And I usually lose about 5-1,
Oh.
so it's not great. But still, I'm learning that way. I also went to, when we went to go and watch the England game at my girlfriend's brother's, they busted out Injustice.
Oh.
Nice.
And I couldn't remember the controls. So I was like, right, don't say anything that you know how to play this game. We're playing Winner Stays On, and I think there was about 10 of us playing. I was like, okay, I'm probably going to have to go about 2 rounds.
Were you
and then I can
sharking
turn it
them,
on.
Mike? Were you
I
sharking them?
was so sharking them. I was watching everyone, seeing who they were good with, what kind of cheating techniques they had and stuff, and I was like, okay. So my first go, I lost miserably, but I was literally just working out what the controls were and everything. And then my second go, I kind of played better, but I was still trying to... I pressed random select, because I was like, I don't want to just choose a character and get caught out or whatever.
Mhm.
So, kind of like had a competitive match, but didn't win. And then after that, just didn't get off the controller for about an hour. And it was just like, literally like, oh man, you're really good at this. I was like, you know, some beat 'em ups, they're just quite easy, aren't they? You just kind of pick them up.
You fucking
You
shut
just
up.
had to rub it in.
Well, they kept going on about doing the special every time I had the special, and I was like, you don't use your special. You use it for your special moves, like to burn them up to get out of other moves. And like this one guy, who was probably the best out of them, was like, there's, I'm going to be Catwoman because she's the fastest. And I was like, I've chosen the Flash, and he goes, yeah, but the Flash is not as fast as Catwoman in this game. And I was like, I've got a special move that slows down time. So every time he kind of built up a combo or whatever, I'd just slow down time and kick the crap out of him for a little bit. And then it was just a slaughter, to be honest, after a little while.
Can you define kicking the crap out of? Because, Flash and Catwoman, things can get pretty strange there.
Yes, especially if Catwoman's faster than Flash.
I just beat her up lots.
Slap her a bear.
Slap her a bear.
What else did I play?
Get in the kitchen, make me some pie.
UFC demo, a bit more. Comes out on Friday.
It does.
I thought it was coming out tomorrow.
In America, it does. Comes out on Friday.
Damn Americans.
Pre-order's been pushed forward or whatever, so I'll be picking that up on Friday and giving it a good reviewing.
I know you're looking forward to that game, and to be fair, from the footage that I've seen from it, I'm not surprised because graphically it looks incredible.
It does look awesome.
Although I played a little bit earlier when I had my chair right up against the screen, and it just looked awful up close because of all the movement and stuff.
Yeah,
but I think that's just like that's visually, because I've got a big screen up close. You lose all the
if you do play it from like 2 inches from the screen, I think most games look a bit.
You might be right there. You might be right.
Are you going to be Bruce Leeing it up, or
a little bit? I think I'll probably play a career mode first and just get into the hang of it, and then straight into ranked and just kick some ass.
So
there's people already have wanking? It. And, yeah, straight into wanking. Yeah, of course. Straight into ranked mode.
Is that where you crush everyone mercilessly, extend the ranks to get to a point where you can't play anymore, and then go fuck this noise, throw all the toys out the pram, and then sit there crying?
UFC,
sounds like wanking.
Yeah, pretty much.
UFC, I don't care if I lose, but as long as I have a good fight, because it's over quite quickly. Madden, if I'm just getting kicked like around for the whole game, it's 45 minutes a game. It's quite depressing.
I can imagine.
Like UFC, I can survive 7 minutes of loss and then play the next game or whatever it is. I also played another game. What was it? I downloaded something this week. Oh, Max Curse of the Brotherhood.
Yeah,
right.
That's actually meant to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. Free game for Xbox One Gold members now. Yeah, I'm liking it. I like the art style on it. I haven't played Halo, Titan, whatever it is. Spartan Assault.
Right.
That's the other free game at the moment. Yeah, Halo, cool. Spartan Assault.
Yeah, the Xbox 360 subpar Xbox people got Dead Souls as their free game.
That's not bad.
Which I didn't download.
And as of today, Xbox people got Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
And that means that they were going to release, Street Fighter Ultra Edition's just come out. And if you didn't have a version, it's $34.99. But you could upgrade for $14.99 if you already had Super Street Fighter, which means that anyone on Xbox Gold can now get Ultra Street Fighter for 15 quid.
Brilliant.
Cool. I just need to upgrade to an Xbox, and then I'll be on my way.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Yep.
But yeah, no, apart from that, not much. And my best thing that I ate this week, I went to TGI's, so I also had ribs.
Boom.
And they were good.
Were they as good as the ribs that are currently being shown on our screen right now?
I don't know, because I didn't try those ribs, did I?
No.
Good shout. Good shout.
However, they weren't the best part, because the best part of my meal is always the shrimp. I love TGI shrimp. It's just love it. So good. But yeah, it was. I played a little bit. I mean, obviously, there was a lot of E3 stuff. I've been watching a lot of videos for stuff, and kind of also realised that the white PS4 comes out a day before my birthday. Destiny comes out a day before my birthday.
And I'm just going to say, is that Destiny?
Oh, I see what you did there.
What's special about the white PS4 except the color?
It's white.
It's white. What do you mean? What's special about a white PS4?
See, I'm going to bite my tongue here because I know I'm going to say something.
Do you have an iPhone 5S?
White power.
Yeah, okay, I know.
An iPhone 5S.
Apple did the its white special thing already, so I was curious if Sony had anything else.
So
than just the color.
PlayStation.
The thing is that's really annoying about it is the fact that yes, it's a white one, and I really like the look of it, but everything underneath my TV is black, so it makes a lot more sense to get a black box.
It gets to sit at the front of the bus.
Yeah. But I still haven't put that. I had that NES skin for my Xbox One, but I didn't bother putting it on because I was like, it's going to look stupid where it is.
White power.
And I had a look at what the Witcher special edition with that girl slaying the griffin statue is, because that's my new thing now, I think.
Your little statues now.
My statues are going to be my new thing. Yeah, it's £125.
Fuck!
Totally worth it, though.
I'm not even that worried about the game, though, so
See,
I don't know if I could
I have a mate at Blizzard who was exactly the same, that he just has an obscene and amazing statue collection. And then whenever there was a game that came out, didn't matter what it was, if it had a special edition that came with the statue, he would buy it just for the statue.
What did he do with the games?
He kind of had them at the bottom of the shelf gathering dust.
That's sad. That makes
He would play them
makes
for a little
dev
bit.
sad.
You know, he definitely played the games, but it was mainly for the statues.
Oh. Feel sorry for those.
I think they should just skip the game making and just release 2 or 3 trailers and then the statues.
Yeah, there's definitely a market for that.
There you go. You heard it first. moWoW Studios are going to move on to
Statue building.
Statue building.
Well, we're releasing our line of stag beetle statues very soon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we are.
That gigantic one is amazing, though. Like,
and our exclusive statues in white.
4 foot stag beetle in white, and it says PS4 on the side of it, scratched in.
Nice.
Crazy shit. What have you been playing this week, Liam?
Pretty much bugger all, if I'm honest.
That sounds like an interesting game. What do you do in that?
Basically, I sit around and look at E3 videos all week.
Is there achievements?
There's no achievements, unfortunately.
I'm not interested then.
I know. But yeah, no, it's been a bit annoying actually on that kind of level. I've been looking at games so much that I haven't had a chance to actually play many games. I mean, I think I had a quick bash on NBA Hang Time on my N64.
Do you get any GTA loving?
I played a bit of GTA as well with a friend. We had a bit of a laugh there, but other than that, no, I haven't really got down to too much this week. So I'm going to have to move on.
Well, is there any games coming out this week that you might play?
Now there is, oddly enough, there is actually. So I'm just moving the video back to where it's meant to be.
You like a good old fiddle, don't you?
Well, no, I accidentally moved it that time. So new releases wise, on the that's gone really small. Is that the 18th? I think it is the 18th of June. We've got Zrun on the PS Vita. For the 20th of June, we've got How to Train Your Dragon 2 on the PS3, 3DS, Wii U, and Xbox 360.
Is it actually like a proper manual? So you just basically you buy the PS Vita, you get this. Oh, so you get it for whatever.
I know. You actually they actually send a dragon to your house.
That's amazing.
Basically, someone comes along as well with your 3DS. Let's say it's the 3DS.
Yeah, 3DS version.
And they'll talk you through it. It's life support basically on how to train your dragon.
That's
you also get the statue.
Yeah, there's definitely a statue.
Well.
It's definitely a statue. But that's how you summon your dragon from the statue. So
and go out and get all those wild dragons roaming free in Wales.
It's not just Wales, my man. It's
There's others out there.
There's others out there. There's others out there.
Why isn't the whale? Before we carry on, why isn't the Wales dragon or any part of Wales on the Union Jack?
Because they don't like us.
Because they touch themselves at night.
Both valid reasons, but like I just don't get it. It's weird because we had this big argument the other day that someone was like, "Yeah, what happens if Scotland leave? We have to take them off the flag." Then some Welsh man piped up in the background like, "We're not on the flag." I don't know what that accent was.
That was a great Welsh accent there. I mean, that's possibly one of the. I mean, should we give him an Oscar now?
Thank you, come again.
That was
wait.
Better. That was even better than my attempt at a Welsh accent.
Michael the Stag Beetle Stevens has been awarded an Oscar for that performance.
I didn't want to brag or anything, you know, but it's about time. I don't want to roll like Leo DiCaprio. I'm getting my Oscars early. My acting career's blooming.
Clearly, you have a glittering long career in acting or voice acting ahead of you.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, and then obviously it's only right to go into the sort of proper films. I'll be a very character-based actor.
Oh, okay.
So my first person's going to be a guy that plays loads of games.
Oh, okay.
But however, there's a twist to the storyline. So when he gets really, really angry,
yeah,
he gets really angry and he turns into a stag beetle.
Oh, right. Okay.
Nice. So you won't like him when he's angry.
The Incredible Sulk, they'll call me.
So instead of hulking out, he will just stag beetle out.
Yeah. Oh, stag beetle up, mate, all day.
Stag beetle up.
Hulk's got nothing on a stag beetle. Stag beetle, we've gone through this before. That's why I'm the stag beetle, because the stag beetle just sits there on your leg. You don't even realise he's there, but he's just pincing.
It's taking you down slowly.
Take you down. I'm gonna take out the Achilles with my pincer, and you're like, "Oh nah, man, I'm on the floor," and then just crawl up your nose. Game over.
.net.
.jet.
Anyway, moving on. For you,
quickly.
For you, MotoGP fans out there, MotoGP 14.
Wow.
On the Xbox 360, PS4, PS Vita, and PC.
So is that like the 14th version of MotoGP?
Maybe.
There's been 13 other iterations.
I think it's meant to be PS3 there as well. I think I made a typo.
So
just to
this one comes with actual bikes that make proper vroom vroom noises.
There's an achievement, or I can't remember what they're called. They're not achievements. They're
statues.
But no,
statues
tasks or something on Xbox One. And there's one at the moment that on for Forza. If I can complete a 8-hour endurance race without simulation, I get like a avatar reward and stuff. I was just like, I can't do that to myself for 8 hours.
There was Weckly Man's 24. There was a 24-hour endurance race that you played. You actually played it for 24 hours.
Fuck that.
I bet that caused a lot of red ring of death.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were just pausing it for a week.
That sounds worse than those YouTube videos, which are 24 hours long.
Yes, where you get to listen to I'm on a boat for 10 hours.
Yeah.
It is a great song, though.
It is.
And I think I could listen to it for 24 hours.
You think?
No, I don't. I couldn't. I was just about to lay down a challenge, but then I thought, I better not, because I think I might die.
After 10 hours, you might want to.
To be fair, I don't think our insurance will cover it. Insurance, you say? UFC, Xbox One and the PS4. Obviously, we know about that one. And I'm sure you fans.
Is it only next gen?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Because current, well, no, you mean current gen?
I don't know. It's still.
No, I mean it's still next gen.
We're
for
still
you guys, cause you haven't got it yet.
Yeah, exactly. The last gen's still going.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think last gen would be able to handle that amount of raw awesomeness. Yeah, too shiny.
No, I didn't think so. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, fair enough. And the last game that I've got up here, Air Conflicts Vietnam Ultimate Edition for the PS4. So there we go. If you want to shoot some fuckers in a plane.
There's also Divine Divinity Original Sin coming up this week.
What was that?
But Divine Divinity Original Sin is coming out this week for those RPG fan heads people.
Cool. So
That's such a stupid name for a game, Divine Divinity.
Yeah. That's the third one of it. It's still one of my all-time favourite games, which I love.
It's like
so
Killer
much.
Murderer. Or something like that. Just repeat the same word pretty much again.
Well, there was a game. Funny you should say that. There was Murder, Death, Kill. They've already done that one.
That's kind of taken the mick
You
out
should
of it.
trademark that.
What, Killer Murderer? It's been said in a Scottish accent as well, though, like Taggart's investigating.
God,
Killer
give
Murderer.
it.
I want to hear your Scottish accent.
There's been a murder
Amazing.
this week on Taggart.
Oh shit! Just in, second Oscar.
No, I just won 2 separate,
Yeah.
one for my
One Oscar
original
for best
screenplay
Welsh-sounding person who's not Welsh, and one for best murdering of the Scottish accent.
I didn't murder it that bad.
Anyway, some news. Let's bash out some news, shall
Some
we?
Newsy news.
Now, Aaron Paul,
A lot of news kind of got smashed about by E3 pretty much last week.
That's
so
right, but I've tried to keep away a little bit from E3. I mean, there's some E3 news here, but still, yeah. Hey, anyway, Aaron Paul, that Xbox One advert accidentally turning on consoles.
He's done it to me. He's done it to me.
Is it because his voice is so damn sexy that all those Xbox Ones are just like, oh man, you're turning me on?
Voice activation on it. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's just Xbox One. Did he say Xbox on, isn't it?
No, because my Xbox was on in the background, and I had it, and then he says, I think it's what he did to me is Xbox go to Titanfall, I think he does, or Xbox go to whatever.
Oh, okay.
And when I flicked back onto the channel, it had gone to that thing. So
That's amazing. He should market that in like some sort of subliminal messages that in his next advert he'll be like, Xbox, buy all the games.
Xbox Blue Meth.
No,
I don't know why everyone was kicking up a fuss like, oh, he's done this, he's done that. It's like, yeah, it's voice activated. It's like we were on the podcast last week and I kept saying Xbox too loud and it kept.
But I thought the Xbox would only be voice recognition to your own voice.
It's done it. Oh my god! Stop listening.
So does this mean that
I
Aaron
can't
Paul?
even be mad at it because it's a good thing. Like, it picks up my voice pretty well, but you do get quite annoyed if you're watching Netflix and like you haven't turned off the hand gestures because you kind of move your hands around and like Connect picks you up and starts like moving stuff about and whatnot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because obviously when I watch Netflix, I have to move my hands around lots.
Well, it depends what you're watching on Netflix. If you're watching those naked ladies,
I suppose it depends where your hand is as well. So, where you're waving it about, eh? Anyway, moving on. Let's get away from cock jokes.
Isn't that what we're based around?
Shh. Don't give away the formula. Ubisoft. Apparently, they're not going to stop on Prince of Persia and Beyond Good and Evil. So that's something exciting for Dave.
No, see, I've lost my excitement because they always say we're not going to stop with that. It's still going to happen at some point in the future, maybe soon.
They're saying that they're going to work on them. Basically, that's what it is. It's just sort of just not wait. It's not ready yet.
It just means that they have a dude in the basement that they keep going down and whipping every now and then, and he sort of goes, "Yes, I'm coding. Help."
And did you see the whole
Nico,
controversy
let's go
last week? Huh?
I said, Nico, let's go bowling.
But yeah, do you see the whole controversy with Assassin's Creed Unity?
Oh, did I? It was
Female
so funny.
characters. Oh, it takes too long. Double the time. That's what it is. We got to animate those females.
Well, let's go get the physics just right for the boobers.
Exactly, because the boobs are obviously the most important part, right? Oh shit, we're not helping with this debate, right?
Well, they could have just gone to like, what are they called? Dead or Alive, and just been like, we need your physics for this game.
Right, Dead or Alive nails the boob jiggling physics.
Boob jiggling physics of all boob jiggling.
They are
The
pure
jiggle
experts.
physics.
They are the jigglers.
They just don't feel natural.
of the
Jiggler
game
massive.
world.
Yeah, but the Ubisoft thing, they actually came out today and they changed their minds over that.
So what, are they actually going to be putting in female characters now?
No.
No? Oh, they're not doing it.
No, they're still not going to put female characters in.
What, they're giving another shitty excuse.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the fact that it's lack of playable characters because it doubles the workload. It's the fact that it's all down to the hold on. What is important in the games we create and the adversaries create is to convey emotions. We want people to be able to feel something strong and different when they play. So basically, it's all about the sort of where the developer is and his way to convey the game. If it doesn't include a female character, then they won't put a female character in. But then they were very quick to point out that Child of Light has a female character. So clearly, they do like putting female characters in games. But there was like the whole whether or not it was actually going to go into Assassin's Creed was like, well, we thought about having her in, but it doesn't fit with history, so no. So yeah, so it's kind of like it's got nothing to do with anything. And then they were just like, yep, we completely ignore what we said last week because that was all lies, filthy lies.
So why couldn't they just come out with that in the first place?
Because obviously someone's had a word with them since coming out with that, and they went, yeah, you may want to change your story. So I'm expecting something next week to be completely different.
Ubisoft dropping the ball. Now, I mean, it's still on the same page as Ubisoft. Far Cry 4, obviously there was some controversy in regards to the original, the artwork for Far Cry 4. They're sort of saying it's racist and stuff like that. A lot of people are. That kind of jazz, but Troy Barker spoke to IGN about it after the Sonic at E3, and this is what he had to write about it. Say about it even.
Okay.
Let's see if I can even read this. So imperialism and racism and everything has been a thing in Far Cry 2 and Far Cry 3 especially.
So racism has been in the previous Far Cries, but not in this one.
They're saying it's not about race at all. It's just saying as the story develops and people find out more, they'll see it plays no part in it at all. So he's just sort of playing it down, going, look, don't worry, it's just part of the box art, just kind of shows this guy off a little bit.
Don't they always do that with box art? It was like...
just to make it a little bit controversial.
Dead Island as well had all that. Is it the box art for Dead Island or the advertising campaign for Dead Island?
I can't remember.
But they had this big old furor over it. I think it's because it had a female character on it or something. That they were just like, oh my god, this is like sexist. And they went, it's a game.
And moving on to sort of other sort of after E3 kind of jazz. Nolan North, he's basically, I think he does the voice
for Drake
in Uncharted. He seems to think that this is probably going to be the last one, and I think a lot of people have kind of come out and said that after sort of seeing the trailer that they did for E3 and stuff like that. A lot of people were going, maybe this might be the last Uncharted.
Nolan North also had a small voice role in Last of Us. He was literally like one of the characters later on in the game, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's Nolan North! He's like the dude from it!" And got really excited. It's like, okay,
but yeah, I mean, like. So yeah, apparently it's probably going to be the last Uncharted. So if you fans out
until
there,
the next one,
well, yeah, there probably will be another one. They'll reboot it somehow, won't they?
They usually do. But like Mass Effect, apparently they're doing another Mass Effect.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, except that it all finished.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of a different story arc kind of thing. It's different protagonists and stuff like that.
Exactly, that's what they do with Uncharted.
Yeah,
and right. Dragon Age as well. That one was completely finished with the storyline, but they rebooted it somehow.
Yeah, they always will. Because
which horse shall we flog this week?
It's money. It's money at the end of the day, isn't it? It's business.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of all the.
Did you hear about Wii U?
News that I got.
We've been bashing Wii U for ages, and how everyone's been going about how the Wii U hasn't been making any money or selling or doing very well at all. So there was this little game called Mario Kart 8 came out.
Yeah.
Wii U sales have been up 4 times.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like everybody has now gone out to get a Wii U because of Mario Kart 8.
To be fair, I think I'm probably going to pick up a Wii U now, just because of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's true.
The new one.
And Super Smash Bros.
Not Mario Kart 8.
Oh, I mean, I'll buy Mario Kart 8, but it's not one of the ones that I'm like, this is... Well, I mean, there has to be a Mario Kart title. It's like, it's mandatory. Like, it's mandatory to have a Zelda title.
Yeah.
And they finally
it's like
doing
the
that.
law.
So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to pick one up eventually because I know that we've been bashing it hard here for ages, but I think
I will get one because I have every other Nintendo console ever made under man, including like the old Game and Watch Nintendo stuff.
Oh fuck!
I think it's about time that I actually, complete the set.
Yeah, do it, mate. Do it.
So if anyone out there listening who wants to donate a Wii U to the cause, or a Xbox One, or a PS4, please do.
Cool. So I mean that's pretty much all the news I've got here. So I suppose it's nearly
There's a
time
couple
to
more.
wrap
There's a
this
couple
thing
more.
up. I suppose. Huh?
May I add something, Leon?
Oh please.
Sure, yeah,
Please go ahead, Tudor.
Have you heard the rumors that an Angry Birds Transformers version is
Transformers.
coming out?
I was just about to say, I don't think it's a rumor anymore. I think it's confirmed.
Angry
it?
Birds Transformers.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got the
Nice.
license for that from the movie studios, and
Ah.
Sounds cool.
They did Star Wars, so how
Yeah.
far-fetched can it be?
Exactly.
They
That's
also,
cool.
off the subject of the Wii U and stuff, Nintendo came out and said, yeah, the Wii U's second in the next-gen console race, sort of thing.
Really?
Yeah, the guy, what's his face? The CEO was like, we're second. It's like, have been out for an extra year. You're not really in this race.
Maybe it's
so
like the old.
so if they're second, that means that either Xbox or PlayStation is on third.
Xbox One is apparently third.
Wow.
Okay.
Maybe it's the Wacky Races race. Maybe that's what it is. Dick Dastardly is like the Xbox of the thing, and Penelope Pitstop is the Wii U of the race.
Don't get me started on wacky races. That always annoys me because Dick Dastardly, yeah, I think we may have talked about this
I think we
before.
have.
Dick Dastardly,
What?
right? So he sets all the traps, but he's miles ahead. Just race, mate. Just race. You win every time. So annoying.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. If only Wile E. Coyote didn't keep going back to that Acme company and actually
No, it's
got
complete-
explosives that
It's complete
work.
rubbish as well. Our whole
I can
childhood was
swear-
made up.
Like that Acme company, I think is owned by the Roadrunner, but it's just
Well, it's complete rubbish. Our whole childhood was a lie because a coyote can outrun a roadrunner. It's faster than them.
details. It's just details. Come
It's
on,
all in the
don't-
details. No, they're lying to us. It's all a lie.
Lies.
Lie.
Elmer Fudd would totally take out Bugs Bunny if he actually just kept with the rest of the hunters and just didn't wander off by himself.
I don't know why he's so obsessed with that bunny. Like, he's a hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, something good.
Like a bear.
It's a bunny.
A
Yeah,
lion.
you could go for a bear. Yogi, with a picnic basket.
Oh, what's that? Third Oscar coming Mike's way.
That's what we're talking about.
All of these accents coming out and impressions now as well. That's just,
Man, I didn't know Mike was so talented.
I know, it just blows me away. I'm in awe.
So, Alex Tudor, where can we find all of your stuff?
This is the part where you get to whore yourselves for our.
Yay!
We just sent you an email with all the 150 links, but
we'll get on that.
yeah, I got a reject because the email was too large. You can just head over to moWoWstudios.com and blog.moWoWstudios.com. We usually try to keep it updated to what we're doing, even more so now that we're back to working on the updates for the game. And we also stick around the iOS gaming forums and try to keep some of the 3-4 existing fans, updated with what we're doing. So
Nice.
just the main site.
We should share those 3 or 4 fans.
Yes.
We like fans.
No, they're more out there, but even excluding family and forced friends.
Forced
But-
friends.
Yeah, we have no
Would
idea
Would
what
you
you're
force
talking
them at
about.
knife point or something? You nasty man.
Leon, stop giving away our secrets.
Yeah, we've got ways.
Tell us your ways.
We no.
Trade secret.
Yeah. You need a statue to start with.
I see.
Good choice.
It's all about the statues.
Yeah, see, we get people listening to the show with promises that Mike will cook for them.
When did this happen?
Hey, there was no. You're gonna cook? Okay.
Exactly. Just gets
Are
people.
you going to
Come
fly
over
over
to
to
the
the
UK.
UK then, guys?
Yeah, you come over, man. I'll cook for you. That's fine.
That's all right.
I
We'll
just
send
booked a
the
ticket.
GameOverYear.jet.
Sorry.
If you need a good flight, gameoveryear.jet.
No, thanks. I have my own catapult. I just aim it.
Oh, going to go high tech.
Is it a Transformers catapult?
No, it's an Angry Birds one. It's cool because if I hit a duck, I'm bringing dinner. So
Love it.
Excellent.
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure having you guys on the cast.
yeah, it's been a pleasure being
Pleasure being here. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so, when's the kind of next thing happening with your game? I mean, when's your kind of next update happening?
Well, the current plan is that on Friday morning or late Thursday we'll be submitting the update to the App Store.
Mhm.
That will be probably a week in review. Everybody will be busy with the World Cup, and hopefully a few weeks before the ending of the World Cup, our game will be there to entertain the people who have nothing to look forward to after the World Cup.
Have you written special code in it that the winners of the World Cup, so all the characters in the game will then suddenly wear their football shirt and like all the flags appear? You know, just to rub it in a little bit.
Well, we're not gonna give away Easter eggs.
And then they
Very
have to get a
storage.
trophy. And it's a stag beetle trophy. In the end. Love it.
You're gonna.
We do have cheesy taglines like didn't like the outcome of the championship, travel back in time.
Nice. Like it.
I do.
Do you know what's funny? My cat is called Ziggy.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Does it make
It.
the strange sounds?
What do you mean it? It's
So yeah,
me.
basically, if you keep hitting it and it flashes up different lights and makes strange beeping noises.
There's a 58% chance of a hairball.
That right? Yeah.
Oh god, loads of references that probably people won't understand.
Yeah, if you don't get the references, oh my god, where have you been?
But yeah, I think it might be time to wrap this thing up. So if you'd like to take part in our conversation, you can either post on our Facebook or facebook.com/gameoveryear.
You can tweet us at @GoOverYear.
You can email us at contactus@gameoveryear.net.
Or you can find all of these links, very important links, at our website, which is the most important place, where you can pick up articles, the podcast, videos, all that kind of jazz at gameoveryear.net. Thank you for joining us, and until next time,
Game over,
yeah.
I know.
Hi guys.
Doop, 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 doop.
I'll
Hi,
hit
guys.
this quickly.